Yo, welcome to my channel NRI Munda. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'm going to review Game of Thrones Series 8, various episodes, previews, etc., and also the prequels and sequels which will be made after the show. Today we are going to talk about what Night King really wants. There are two most intriguing questions in Game of Thrones. Number one, what Night King wants, and second is obvious question, who will sit on the Iron Throne. There are a lot of theories behind what Night King wants, who is he, and obviously the real reason behind what he really wants is hidden somewhere related to his origin. So let's drill into various theories which and what I think about them. The first theory is Night King is Jon Snow. That's actually a very dumb theory. Is No, it's not going to happen. Like show creators are not that stupid. They have shown two different characters, one playing Jon Snow, one playing Night King. So they wouldn't do that. And at the end, just to say, hey, you know what? We actually fooled you. Jon Snow is Night King. It's not going to happen. The second theory is Night King is Bran. Now, this is more convincing because when the show starts, Bran was actually a kid. So quite possible it may happen, but in my opinion, it's never going to happen because Bran is a very important character in the show and one of the strongest character as well. He is the most important key on how men will are going to defeat the Night King. So making Bran Night King, it's not going to add up. So essentially, Bran is fighting against himself or trying to fight against himself. No, that's not a good theory. Or that's not a series which anyone would like to write. The third theory is Bran goes back in time and gets stuck in the body of the Night King when he was created by the children of the forest. Now, this is quite a convincing theory. However, I still think that it's not the right answer. Bran will definitely go back in time. Bran will definitely see that children of the forest will create Night King and he will find a reason like what really happened, how we can cure or how we can defeat the Night King. But he is not going to enter into the brain of Night King and then definitely, try to convince him not to stop fighting and become a lover of peace. It's not going to happen. Also, it's down to the fact that uh, it's down to the fact that Bran is playing a very important role. So him getting stuck in the brain of Night King again defeats the purpose of the show. However, there is a strong relation between Bran and the Night King, and as of now, nobody knows what that is. The reason for that is when, for the first time, Night King and Bran meet. So at that time, Night King and all the dead actually didn't move, and Night King didn't attack Bran. He actually held his hand. Now, obviously, that was to enter into the cave where Three-Eyed Raven was and to kill him, whatever. But if Night King is really so powerful, then he obviously knew Bran is very important character, and he would have attacked Bran at that very moment of time if he wanted to kill him. We've also seen Whites fighting against Jon, and when Dany saves Jon from the Night King and his army surrounding them in the last season, then we actually see Night King attacking dragons. So he didn't attack Jon Snow, but he did attack dragons. However, Whites attacked Jon Snow. So it's definitely there is a relation between the Starks and the Night King. However, there is no way that Jon Snow is Night King, Bran is Night King, or Bran is stuck in the brain of the Night King. All these theories are not going to play. The only theory which makes sense is yes, Night King is a Stark, and he is the son of the 13th Lord Commander. Uh, but what he really wants? In a way, Jon Snow and Night King have a lot of correlations. Like both of them are considered to be bastards, and it seems that Night King has a strong claim to the Iron Throne. So, what is he trying to do is there are two main reasons where he may come towards Westeros and Winterfell. One is something to do with the crypts of Winterfell. There is something hidden in those crypts which Night King wants, or which will cure Night King from the misery which all the dead army is living through. The second is there is he has a claim to the Iron Throne for some reason which is not shown in the show, for some reason which is not described in the books till now. Now, I actually think both of these theories do are good, but he's just looking for a cure. That okay, he may be a Stark, we will never come to know, and I don't think show is going to play or move in that direction. What show will go towards is Night King is looking for a cure, and potentially that cure is green dragon glass. So we have always seen a black dragon glass. However, in certain places, like when Jon Snow and Sam went towards the north beyond the wall in season one, then what really happens is Sam finds a bag of dragon glass, and that dragon glass was of a different color. And that dragon glass was used by Sam to kill one of the whites. So it will be a very interesting point that there is another form of dragon glass which people are not thinking about, and that dragon glass will help cure the Night King. And potentially he's trying to tell that. Potentially, if you see every time Night King does an important killing, all the deaths are arranged in a particular shape. Same happens with the Umber Boy in season 8, episode 1. Same happened with when he killed a lot of horses. We have seen that shape being repeated again and again over the various seasons. So definitely that theory is going to play up, and definitely he's trying to communicate with that shape. That it's the same shape which existed when he was created. So maybe what happened at that time was Children of the Forest had an option of two dragon glasses, one green, one black, and for some reason they used black. However, in an ideal scenario, the green glass should have been used to create the Night King. That would have unlocked his good powers, maybe. We don't know. We will figure it out in coming episodes. The last theory, which is again an interesting one, is the correlation between the Night King and the No One. Now, it's a very unique theory. Reason for that is both actually in a way worship dead. Now, Night King does not worship dead, but still he's killing people continuously and raising them into his army, and no one actually believes in the god of who is death. So they are correlated in a way. However, in the show at least, we haven't seen the comeback of no one after Arya left Bravos. They are one of the very important, very interesting characters, but unfortunately, show is not tilted towards going in that direction. And I don't think we show will ever even tell us like what no one is, what no one was, what are the theories behind that. So that's a sad end, but we are never going to hear back on the front of no one. So in the end, what Night King wants? Night King wants to tell us a cure which can help cure him. Now that's actually more or less related to Green Dragon class, where which we have seen only in very short pieces. We will find at some point that Sam will find something in the books. Bran will travel back in time, see creation of the Night King by the Children of Forest. He will find out what's really happening. He will come back, explain to Jon Snow or to someone, maybe even Arya, who will convert into a no one again, a faceless man, and then help cure the Night King, which will defeat the Night King finally, and then the Northerners or the Stark army and the army of the Danny will march towards the King's Landing to attack Cersei and fight with her. That's something which you will see in episode 5 and 6 potentially. Let's see what happens if and this is it which I wanted to talk about today. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and